Hey guys, Genluxy here, back with a new blind playthrough. This is Corpse Party. So this was actually released in 2016 on Steam. Let me get my mouse out of the way. But it actually works. It actually mirrors the image this time around. That's good. Even though we're not going to use it, it's an RPG Maker style game. So this one, released in 2016, is a localization of the 2008 Corpse Party Blood Covered, which was a remake of the 1996 RPG Maker Corpse Party, which we played the localization slash rebuild of about a year and a half ago. And then Mocha recommended that I play this, and at the time I was just like, you know, I just played that one. I need variety. I get bored super easily, and so in order to have a fresh perspective on it, I waited until the mood struck me, which now it has. So this time we're going to play Corpse Party. Like I said, this one's a little bit different though, because like I said, it is the localization of the 2008 version. There was also a PSP, like the PlayStation Portable version, and so if you look on Steam, there is, Christ, what is it? Like Book of Shadows, which is the sequel to that one. Then there is something else, which is the sequel to that one. And then there's Sachiko's Holiday Evening or something, which is like a spin-off of the PSP stuff. And then there is Corpse Party 2 something, which is a sequel to the PC version. So basically, once they split into PC and PSP releases, the timelines, from what I understand, sort of diverged. Now there's like parallel. I don't know. They have different events and stuff and different endings. So this one actually has some of the stuff from the PSP version, Book of Shadows. I think it has 4 extra chapters than the original 2008 release does. It's really confusing. Hopefully I've clarified. If you want to buy this on Steam and you see all of them, that's kind of how it goes. So let's push start, which is Z, because this is, you know, all that stuff. And this is interesting too, right? Like there's 5 chapters. We have some stars at the bottom. I'm not super sure what those are, but I did watch through my Corpse Party Rebuilt playthrough again before coming onto this, and I'm hoping that the stars are probably scenes, right? Probably events or something. Possibly endings, or I don't know, but it's something that I wanted, like I actually wanted like a little checklist, but stars will take as well. Extra, I don't know what any of that stuff is, but there's also stars, so who knows? We have victims, which I assume, because I think, so the original had 5 characters. This, I believe, has like 7 or 8. But you have a bunch of different people from different high schools. So I assume these are like the skeletons you find, or the bodies that you find in the game. Can we skip that? Yes. Now, configuration, this is something I played with a little bit. This is my current resolution. It's a 4:3. If you do any widescreen or other, it's only 4:3. It'll either pillar box or letterbox it, depending on what screen you set it in. I've turned off the screen filtering because it creates like a blur effect, and I don't mind the pixels. Turned up the message speed, and there's the other thing. There are voices, but in my little test recording, I didn't actually. I think I heard like one voice. It doesn't seem. I thought it was going to be all of the text, but it's not. So I'm gonna have to read just about everything, which is fine. We'll see how my voice holds up. Yeah, it's already been 6 minutes. I'm trying to be fast as far as my intros and stuff, but Corpse Party has kind of an interesting history, and I wanted to cover that a little bit, especially with all the different spin-offs and timelines and different games and all that, because it was really hard for me. Like, you know, I'm like, which one do I pick? blood covered, blah blah blah, you know. And so I had to kind of research. View the chapter 1 opening. Yes. Oh man, I'm back as normal. So I assume you could just jump into the gameplay normally. Also, let's listen. Oh, okay, not yet. Sachi is my pride and joy. I went through this opening a couple times because she'd do anything for me, because I was like, what? Where am I looking? How do I follow? I think it's this one that's coming up. I don't think she even recognizes me anymore. You know, that one I was like, what does that say? It took me a couple tries, but I still love her with all my heart. So I believe Sachiko is the main ghost. Oh, it was a rain shit. It was rainy evening, something one night or something. There is, apparently it's just Japanese. I could have sworn in the description on Steam it said like 5,000 voiced lines. I don't think that's the case. Maybe it was 5,000 lines, some voiced. I don't know. Regardless, I didn't see any option for English, which I'm fine with, because some voice acting is a lot better now than it used to be, but it can still be pretty freaking terrible. And also, there's usually, sometimes they just miss. They don't have it the right, like the tone changes. Escaflowne is probably the greatest example. The movie. Okay, so running down the stairs, the kindly teacher lost her footing. She tumbled and she fell, and she died. This took place in a school called Heavenly Host Elementary, and it wasn't long after that the whole place got shut down. It was then bulldozed to the ground and forgotten, but that elementary school once stood right here on the site of our own Kisaragi Academy. So what I remember from the original was Sachiko was a student, and she was kind of a loner, didn't really like other people, and a teacher. Now, I don't know if he actually raped her, if he was successful at it, or he tried to and she kind of fought him off and ran away. Somehow they ended up on the roof, and I don't remember if he pushed her or if she just fell. But once she died, he covered it up, literally. Like, he hid her body, buried it somewhere, and then went to the principal or the school board or something and confessed, and they all covered it up. And so she started haunting the school and pulling students into like a little pocket dimension, like kind of like Silent Hill, the original, where it's like the normal world and then there's the other world layer. So pulled people into that, and then they died, and then since they died violently, I think, they became malicious spirits as well. So at the end of the original, we defeated Sachiko in literally like a fight, like an RPG fight, which was unexpected and really difficult. And then I think we buried or we burned her body, so we gave her her last rites or something. And then, but all the other malicious spirits wanted us as well, because they didn't want to die, essentially. So they didn't want that other world to go away. So they tried to sacrifice us. And apparently multiple endings. I don't actually know. I don't know. My expectation is that nobody lives from this. So we shall see. Some say that teacher still has no idea she's dead, even to this very day, and on rainy evenings like this after classes have come to an end, some claim she roams these darkened hallways, still believing them to be her own. Ooh, this is strong. It's actually Japanese whiskey. Nika coffee grain whiskey. In fact, it's almost time for her to make her rounds, just after 7 o'clock. That's when she appears, always accompanied by a sudden blackout that leaves the entire building dark as night. Knock, knock, you'll hear from the blackness, followed by the sound of the classroom door slowly sliding open. As her pale white face cuts through the stillness, her soft voice always echoes the same question. Is anyone still here? And then... Yar! Satoshi. A scary ghost witch, perhaps? So, the art style is older. I don't mind it, by the way. I actually don't mind at all. I'm trying to look because it looks like... So the picture beneath me is Corpse Party. It's one of the ones that Steam uses as well. But it looks like that art style is probably more... From what I understand, the PSP versions, since they were released, a year or two after this original one, they had a little bit more updated graphics. They had actual event CG. Well, hey there, Manny. And as a result of that, I believe the common art style has changed. Now this, I've been looking at this for a bit, and I was trying to figure out where it came from. Not where it came from, but like I've seen it before. Because, anime art has changed over time. And this appears to be more hand-drawn. I'm trying to remember when CG started getting used more. I don't remember. Now it's all CG, which is kind of sad. Oh. It's just thunder, Mochita. Heh. There is Ayumi. Ayumi was the one, presumably, telling the story. I gotta say, that was a pretty impressive reaction. Yoshiki. Huh. Come on, stop laughing. I'm not gonna read their names every time. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's gonna be the teacher in a minute, I think, and maybe another. Heh, most amusing. Satoshi, it was just bad timing, that's all. You always have the best reactions. I just love telling stories to you, Mochita. It's so rewarding. Whoever heard of a class representative with such a sadistic streak? Whoever heard of a boy who can hit a note like that when he screams, Manny? Eek, save me. Yoshiki. Was he one of the original 5? It was Naomi? I think Yoshiki was one. Satoshi. And then there was Yuka and Ayumi. Don't be an ass. Okay, let's not have any fighting. I don't like how it automatically skips some of the voice lines, but I will try and read those as fast as I can. For those that aren't paying full attention or have this playing in the background or whatever. If we don't hurry and get back to cleaning this place up, it'll be 7 o'clock till we do. I don't know what that means. And you wouldn't want to be stuck here during the appointed time, now would you? Would you, Manny? Too late? My, it really is 7 already, and the rain doesn't show any signs of stopping. Didn't you bring an umbrella, Shig? If not, you're welcome to use mine. I don't know what she actually said as far as his name. Morishige. Well, yeah, she didn't use Morishige. She just said Shige, I guess. Really, thank you. That would be lovely. Oh, there go the lights. What? A blackout, huh? No, it can't be. I'm gonna pet your face, Manny, and you're gonna like it. Isn't it a little late for anybody else to be here? When at once there came a rapping, tap, tap, tapping, tapping on my chamber door. 'Twas the wind, and nothing more. Are they gone? I probably botched the quote, but the Raven is pretty good. Edgar Allan Poe. Hey Satoshi, aren't you gonna go see? What? Me? Why? Well, I can't do it. I'm paralyzed here. Can't move my legs 1 inch. I'm scared too, you know. And I think we have control at this point. Okay. I think I'm more scared than you, so I leave this duty in your capable hands. Man, you really are an ass sometimes. You know that? Satoshi, you want me to come with you? Yeesh. Sleep deprivation's not good. No, I'll be okay. You don't think Ayumi's story might be true, do you? Can we check the candle? No. He doesn't say anything. Mochita, I don't think you should go. Seiko shiver. Ah! Is anyone still here? Time to go home, children. Gotcha, Miss Shishido. She has a book that says 2-9 on it. I just wanted to join in on all the fun you guys seem to be having. How's the cleanup coming along? In the original 2-9 was the classroom. I don't know if it was the one that we started in, but it's the one that you're able to escape from. It's the one that's closest to where the two worlds are joined. Did I read that whole line? I just wanted to join in on all the fun you guys seem to be having. How's the cleanup coming along? I think so. Miss Yui. She also kind of looks like Tron Bonne. Something about the face. Maybe that's what the style is. Sigh. Hee, did I scare you? You were telling that old ghost story, right? Your timing is way too good, Miss Yui. Miss Shishido, you've heard the story too? If it's that old tale about Heavenly Host Elementary School, then of course I have. After all, it wasn't too long ago that I was a student here myself. Oh yeah, I hadn't thought about that. When it comes to the 7 wonders of Kisaragi High, I'm pretty well versed. They've been around for a long time now. Though I can't take credit for the blackout, that was just good fortune. Hopefully my reading is... So, reading everything does take a little bit longer than reading it yourself. I read really fast. I'd be through this already, but I don't mind reading it for you guys. Or just reading out loud in general. Like I've said in previous videos, you know, if you want to have this on in the background, or I sometimes put Let's Plays on while I'm cooking or whatever. So I'm going to try and be... You know, so that you don't necessarily have to watch if you choose to... You know, sometimes I'll play video games or something with a Let's Play on my second monitor. So, you know, anyone that does that, I don't want you guys to miss anything. Plus, you know, if you have trouble reading or you're a kid or something like that, nothing wrong with reading along with me. But hopefully my reading is a little bit better. I think the last time I did this, before I put the camera up, And honestly, sometimes when I get like really zoned in, I read as if I'm it sounds like I'm sleepy because I'm not thinking. I'm like zoned in. I'm like, though I can't take credit for the blackout, that was just good fortune. Hopefully I'll be a little bit more energetic this time around, but if not, just know that I'm really engrossed. You can also tell kind of by the amount of yawning that I do. If I stop yawning, oh, yeesh. Yeah, anyway, then you know I'm really engaged. That usually happens. Anyway, Mochita. Yes? I ran into a rather adorable individual in the hall who's come to see you. Huh? Come on in. Hello, everybody. Yuka, what are you doing here? Oni-chan! Big brother! She's adorable. And the art style. So the sprite art style looks pretty similar to the actual hand-drawn art style, but that also reminds me of something. It's been years since I've really watched. I used to watch anime all the time, and then not so much, after a while. Just, video games and work and other obligations and stuff. Right, so Yuka, what are we up to now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As opposed to 5, we're almost double what we were. Seems Mochita forgot his umbrella this morning, so little Yuka here has come all the way to deliver it. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Sorry about that, Yuka. Thanks. Is she from the junior high? Nice to meet you. My brother's always like this. Always really kind, I mean. Aw. I had no idea you had such a cute little sister, Satoshi. In my playthrough, I believe Naomi and Yuka got cornered by a ghost, and then Naomi basically pushed Yuka out of the way and took the hit and got killed. From what I understand, this is far more graphic and gory, I guess, than the original. Even though the original, it's like Yuka ended up getting killed and like she took the hit for Satoshi, and then like they say she's like bleeding from her mouth and stuff, like bad stuff. But I think this is way more descriptive, even though there's only so much you can show with like sprites. So they make up for it with words, which is maybe even worse. Ha ha ha. He's doing the whole ha 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 ha. Rubbing the back of his head thing, probably. Sorry, Yuka, it seems like we're still going to be a little while yet. Really? Well, that's okay. I'll help too. You will? Okay, thanks. Alright, looks like we've got 2 extra pairs of hands now. So let's show this mess who's boss. Yeah, alright. Guess you're roping me into this too, huh? Okay, everybody, nice work. I hope you all enjoy your vacation, but try to actually do something with it, okay? Don't just sleep in. Today's Red Bean Cafe was the talk of the Culture Festival. Maybe I should just read it as it's going. So do give yourselves a hand. You guys worked hard and it really paid off. And you even resisted the urge to bail on cleaning. This old TA couldn't be more proud of you all. She's a teacher though, right? Not a teaching assistant? So have some coffee milk. I brought enough for everybody. Oops, sorry, Manny. I didn't mean to smush you a little bit. Ooh, that alcohol's kicking in. That's unexpected. It's like a slow burn. You got these from the lunchroom, didn't you? Which I assume is free. They're kinda lukewarm. My stomach's so gurgly, I don't think milk would sit well with me right now. These are from your fight with that vending machine, I'll bet. You must have pulled that change lever a good 10 times before you finally gave up. Crap, you saw that, huh? Miss Yui, thank you. Thank you, thanks. You're very welcome. Thanks, Teach. Suzumoto, I really liked your speech. Best of luck to you at your new school. I know you'll do just fine. Oh, so this is right after graduation, I guess, for some of them. Sniffle, thanks. Won't be the same around here without you, Suzume. I know you, Suzumoto. You'll make new friends in no time flat. I'm sure of it. So, what... Okay, so they're in high school. Does that mean Mayu, if that's her name, is going to college? Or are there... I think sometimes there's like a prep school before college for them. And it's not like you're moving that far away. Oh, maybe they're not done with high school. Maybe she's just... I guess she's just moving. Come winter break, we'll all make sure to come visit. Absolutely. Wait, you mean I can go too? Was that a little blush? I didn't know. Thank you, all of you. Hey brother, is that girl transferring to a new school or something? So, just real fast, I think there's a love triangle going on. Satoshi likes Naomi, but Naomi likes Yoshiki, I think. It's, you know, it's complicated. It's high school relationships. Yeah, today's culture festival was her last day. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, it is. Nothing we can do about it, though, unfortunately. Hey, Miss Shishido, before we go... Since we're losing one of our own, do you mind if we try something? It's called Sachiko Ever After. Who's Sachiko, and what's with the paper doll? Is this another one of your occult things? The, the end of the speech box is the paper doll. Heck, kind of. This is, well, it's a charm I found on the internet. If we do it right, then all of us will be together forever. Or we'll always be friends anyway. That's the gist of it. Ooh, it's a charm. You know, this is how Persona started. The original Persona. Like, they did the weird ritual thing, and that's how they summoned a demon. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played it. Yep, that's all Shinozaki had to say. Suzumoto is totally bonkers for that kind of stuff. Guess it can't hurt. Oh, if only you knew. Is everybody okay with this? Yeah, sure. I'm fine with it. Yay, charm! Sure, whatever. Morishige, you too? Yes. Looks like the eyes have it. The floor is yours, Shinozaki. Great. Okay, everybody, gather in a circle around this paper Sachiko doll. And in your head, repeat the words, Sachiko, we beg of you. 7, 8, 9, yeah, 9 times. Don't worry if you flub it a little, just make sure you don't stop partway through. You have to say it one time for every person present. No more, no less, or the charm will fail. Alright, let's get started. Everybody remember the charm? Sachiko, we beg of you 9 times. Ready? Begin. You have to say it in your head. And the wind and the lightning. Everybody said it 9 times? Yep. Exactly 9. Yeah, let's get on with it. If we don't, I'm afraid I'll wind up saying it again. Okay, now everybody reach toward the paper doll and grab hold of it anywhere you can. Like this? Exactly. Now hold on really tightly. Dig your nails into it if you have to. Just don't let go. We're going to pull on it until it rips apart into 9 pieces, okay? On the count of 3, 1, 2, pull. Wow, that seems really dark. Like you're kind of creating a voodoo doll and then ripping it, right? Like you're trying to... Yeah. Nicely done, everyone. Now just make sure you keep that scrap of paper safe. Slide it in your student ID holder or your wallet. Basically anywhere it won't get lost. I wonder if there's going to be some important reason. Like if you don't have it, you can't escape the other world or whatever. As long as we all have a little piece of Sachiko with us, we'll always be connected with one another as friends. That's the purpose of this charm. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. Pretty cool? Try super cool. I'll have to be extra careful not to lose my piece. Thank you, Shinozaki. I'll treasure this. No problem. Consider it a promise that we'll all definitely hang out together again. Definitely. Well, I hate to say it, but I think it's about time we all get packed up and start heading home. Yes, ma'am. Uh-oh. An earthquake? Something like that. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Manny. What the hell? This is like holy crap big. Big brother, kawaii. I'm scared. Yuka, take my hand. Everyone stay calm. Get under the desks until it passes. You know, that's something like the voices were already set for 100% volume and all the rest of the sound was 75. I didn't do that. That's how it started, but I might have to turn it down also because the voices are super quiet anyway. Maybe we'll adjust that next time. Everyone stay calm. Get under the desks until it passes. Hurry! That's bad. Also, there's no desks. I mean, they're on the other side. Ah, the floor! Everybody hang on to something if you can. Eek! What the hell's happening? Can't. Damn it, I can't see it. Damn it, I can't see a thing. Naomi, where are you? Satoshi! How do we save this game? Ouch. Ooh, ow, my leg. I keep rubbing my face because, like, the cats are very hairy, and it always, especially Jack, it always sticks in, like, my stubble and around my nose and stuff, so I'm always, like, trying to... It just feels like my face is always itching. Or, you know, I'm like, I have cat hair on my face. I can move it, so I guess it's just a sprain. Huh? Where? I'm not at home, am I? It can't be. Oh, you're okay? I didn't... What happened? You're alright. You're okay, Manny. It's so dark I could barely see a thing. Is this the school? What's going on? What the hell is this place? You're okay, Manny. You're alright. So I believe now we have control. You alright? You okay, my little cat? Alright, so... Interesting. Right. Looks like no saving. There's probably a save point. But you can suspend and stop if you need. Suspend is quit with like a quick save or a temporary save or whatever. So let's check out tools. We have no tools. Victims. The Seisei Academy for Girls. Well, I mean, it's fine. Chapter 1, acquisition rate 0 of 6. There they are. Well, that's all then. And we do have hit points. Which makes me wonder if we're actually going to fight her at the end. I kind of hope not. I felt like that kind of ruined... It didn't ruin it, the original, but it wasn't... I'm trying to click on all the... That was weird, like the lights flickered as I moved right here. And it kind of stopped me from moving. But it wasn't... It's not the game's strength to have you... Oh, gasp. Is that Seiko? Seiko! This isn't good. It's not the game's strength to have a silly... Seiko! Can she not hear me? Seiko, can she not hear me? Okay, let's try going around. I don't know why I did that. Let's go down here first. Can I pick this up? There's a loose board lying on the ground. Though scratched and banged up, it still seems to be fully intact. Not much worse for wear. I guess I can't take it then. Also, it's weird. Like, I clicked on it first, and I guess you can't do it while you're moving. Right? Like, I click and it doesn't. You have to stop and then click. A little awkward. So it's possible I missed something in these because I was holding one of the buttons. That's kind of a drawback. So far this is fairly... Ooh. Ow! Ugh, that really hurt. Twisted her leg. My ankle's in pretty bad shape. I've been there. Heavenly Post. Third student reported missing. One by one, the young students of Heavenly Host blank school seem to be disappearing, as now a third student has joined the ranks of the missing. Is that supposed to say elementary? E-L-M-T. Yeah, probably. I don't know why they... Maybe it's because the paper is, like, messed up. Classmates testify that 5th grader blank was on her way home from school, but got separated from her friends in the hall and hasn't been seen since. Police are investigating the possibility of a serial kidnapping and have assigned countless investigators to the case in hopes of a speedy resolution. However, 10 days have already passed since the first disappearance, giving parents and classmates ample cause for concern. That's no good. Yeah, twisting your ankle sucks, like, really bad. There's some sort of official-looking printout pinned to the wall. Naomi, No time for that now. I've got to check on Seiko. 1970 whatever, 09. In the original, I think the original school was from the 20s. But that's fine. The chalk's been worn away in a few spots, leaving the date on the board somewhat vague. Oh, there we go. She just automatically ran up. Say... Naomi, thank goodness she's still breathing. Seiko, come on, Seiko, wake up. Yeah. Who... Was that one of the girls that we were with? I don't think so for some reason. There was... Okay, so there was Ayumi, Naomi. Ayumi and Naomi. There was Satoshi and what's his name? Yoshiki, whatever. There was the little girl, Satoshi's little sister. There was the two that were leaving, Mayu and Mitsugi, Shige, something like that. The teacher, that's 8. I assume Seiko is number 9 then. I don't remember her. That's not good. Huh, Naomi, what's up? Don't you what's up me? I thought you were dead. Where are we? What's going on? That's what I'd like to know. Ooh, it ain't budging. So she was trying to open the window. These windows are sealed up tight. It's because nothing exists outside of them. And it's pitch black out there. I can't make heads or tails of what I'm seeing. What the hell's going on? Well, this is clearly a school building. Don't the desks seem unusually small to you, though? Like an elementary school. An elementary school? It can't be, can it? Oh, yeah, okay. Huh? What is it? The printout on the wall. It says Heavenly Host Elementary. Notice to all faculty and students. Heavenly Host? Isn't that the elementary school that preceded Kisaragi Academy? The one that was shut down and demolished? Oh god, what's happening? Where the hell are we? And where are our friends and Miss Yui? Deep breathing. Calm down, Seiko. Don't get so worked up. Sorry. Seiko and I just stood there in silence, hand in hand. It was the first time in my life that I'd been shaking so hard I could hear my teeth chatter. I'd become completely lightheaded and couldn't even think straight, much less wrap my brain around what was happening to us. I kept telling myself it's all a dream, some horrible nightmare, but no matter how hard I wished for it, I just couldn't wake up. And the silence was the worst part of all. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to say something. Anything. Hey, I don't have the slightest idea what's going on. But how about we try finding a way out of here? A way out? We can't just stand around here quaking in terror. We need to do something, you know? Besides, I don't want to be in this creepy place any longer than I have to. But the windows are all sealed shut. And I don't just mean they're stuck or locked. It's like they're decorations on the wall. I don't even think they can open. Is it even possible to leave this building? I'm not sure, but there might be an entranceway or an emergency exit or something. Some means of getting outside. You're right, and it's a lot better than just standing around. I feel like I'm going to go all loony in here if we keep this up. Okay, then first step is to leave this room. We've got to keep our spirits up. After all, it's probably not just the two of us in here. The others have to be around somewhere, right? Yeah, and if we can reunite with them, we'll find a way out of here together. That's the spirit. I had no reason to believe any of what I just said. I was probably delirious, to be honest. Well, still, I mean, you have to have a plan. But I knew that if I didn't act, I'd start to go mad. I'd start to scream, I'd be inconsolable. So in desperation, I put on the strongest front I could manage. Interesting. Character introductions. Direct the eye towards any character and press the action key to learn more about him or her. When you're done, exit through the door on the southeast side of the room to resume play. Okay. Can I save from here? A lone frog soaking in formalin sits upon the top shelf, eagerly awaiting dissection. That's not very eager. Oh. Victims, yeah, okay. Oh, you can't suspend from here, interesting. Satoshi Machida, age 17, a student in Kisaragi Academy's senior height class 2-9. Okay, so it is 2-9. Fairly average but popular, known for being both kind and cowardly in equal measure. Despite his timidness, he's very personable and open, which complements his general sensitivity towards others and makes him a natural leader. The one person ever to challenge that leadership is Naomi, who is, consequently, the only person whom Satoshi regularly defers judgment. Naomi Nakashima. Why are there only 7 people here? Man, my nose itches. It's all your fault, Manny. Naomi Nakashima, age 16, a student in Kisaragi Academy Senior High Class 2-9, and a classmate of Satoshi's since junior high. Frequently greets Satoshi with, "Oh, not you again." Having lost her father a few years back, Naomi and her mother now depend on one another for moral support. Still, she remains optimistic and cheerful. Her home life has given her an interest in nursing, which she's intent on pursuing. She spends her time studying, aiming for acceptance to medical school. I don't remember this. There was some minor characterization in the first one, but I wonder if this is going to have something to do with like the science lab and all that stuff. Seiko Shinohara, age 16, a free spirit, she often says or does things that take others by surprise, though she's also easily forgiven due to her genuinely good nature. Her mother disappeared 3 years ago, leaving her with 3 younger siblings and a working father. As such, she basically serves as head of the household. Seiko seems to regard Naomi as a kindred spirit, and the two of them frequently have long conversations about their many dreams for the future. Yuka Mochita, age 14. She looks way younger than that. Like she's wearing a bib. It's not a bib, I think it's a... whatever. School uniform, but... Satoshi's little sister, though she's an 8th grader at Kisaragi Academy Junior High School, she looks and acts... okay, there you go. Looks and acts much younger. In the Mochita household, Yuka's always been the princess, generally getting her way and thus never really shedding her childlike behavior. Despite this, she yearns to grow up, often attempting to act older or braver than she is, and this often gets her into trouble. Well, that's no good. Miss Yui Shishido, age 23, an 11th grade English teacher at Kisaragi Academy Senior High School. Just started this semester after passing her teaching exam and is eager to make an impression. Though not a perfect instructor by any means, her unshaded zeal and enthusiasm are infectious, and her students seem generally responsive to her methods. Also serves as a teacher's assistant during homeroom for Class 2-9 and really seems to have connected with the students there. When she's in charge, all eyes are on her, always. Yoshiki Kishinuma, age 17, a student in Kisaragi Academy Senior High Class 2-9, often regarded as sarcastic and cynical, but as far as he's concerned, he's just being honest. Although generally not one to participate in events, his fondness for Satoshi and Ayumi means he'll make an exception now and again if either is involved. With intense drama at home, Yoshiki currently works part-time after school to afford rent on a small apartment where he lives alone. Wow. Ayumi Shinozaki, age 17. The appointed representative of Kisaragi Academy High Class 2-9 often subjects her classmates to ghost stories and revels in hearing them scream. It's generally believed she carries candles and other horror goods with her at all times, just in case an opportunity presents itself to use them. In truth, however, Ayumi wears this reputation as a mask to hide her own fear of the unknown, which rivals even Satoshi's in its intensity. When faced with a truly scary situation, her knees give out and panic sets in. Only her personal pride can break her out of this fear-induced state. That is all. All of them. End character introductions and return to game. Yes. Come on, Naomi, let's go. I don't remember half of that stuff. Okay. Classroom 1A. Alright, so... we need to... oh! Eep. Well, that's... no good. Why would that break right there? Hey, Naomi? Naomi? Is something wrong with your leg? Oh yeah, I was so freaked out I forgot all about it. I think I might have sprained my ankle. Well, that's not good. Will you be okay? I can walk at least. I'm sure it'll heal on its own. Sprains take a while to heal. Yeah, but you shouldn't push yourself. Here, lean on my shoulder, okay? Okay, thanks. The shelves are filled to overflowing with long, black hairs. I don't get that. That's something that was in the Heavenly Host Elementary notes to all faculty and students due to the recent kidnappings. Caution is highly recommended during all daily activities. In each instance, the victim was taken quickly and unexpectedly, so please remain alert and aware at all times. Principal Takamine Yanagihori. Okay, wait a sec. Eek. Another earthquake? No! Is it over? Whew. I've had enough. Let's just get out of this room. What? What's wrong? This hallway looks totally different than it did before. That is true. Maybe the earthquake made more of the floor collapse? Yeah, maybe. Well, actually, now it looks like you could put a board across there. The gap is relatively narrow here. It seems crossable, but it's a little too wide to risk jumping. I wonder if Naomi, since she's got the sprained ankle, is not going to be able to run from something. There's a yellow fluid congealing inside the rusted bucket. What the heck is this? Pee? Oshiko? Ew, don't say that. Yeah, we're gonna have to adjust the sound. Rocks. And there's another gap right here. Gap is relatively narrow, a little too wide to risk jumping. Right, so there's a loose board lying on the ground here. Take it with you. Yes. Yay. Acquired loose board. It's a board that is very... It's a board that sleeps with lots of people. Oh, Jesus. It's terrible. It's terrible. So should we go up or down? That's the question. For now, I think I'm gonna... I don't know. I'm gonna suspend, I think. Suspend game and return to title. Let's say yes. Yes. Let's, right, so chapter 1, we are still there. Can we adjust the sound a little bit? Not sound, let's drop the music a bit. Ooh, that's really sensitive. Should we go to 65? Let's try 65. I didn't actually hear it change. Maybe it's on restart or whatever. But 65 should be fine. I mean, we could even probably lower it to lower than that, but we'll see. Alright, that is it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. I really do appreciate this. I really appreciate you guys watching stuff. Yeah, I have high hopes. High hopes for this. It already seems different enough to be worth a playthrough, and that's you know, something Mocha mentioned last time. So, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. If it is not your first time, welcome back. Something I like to do at the end of every episode is a unique positive moment. It's supposed to... I mean, technically, you're supposed to do 3, and you're supposed to write them down before bed. That way, it actually trains your brain. It's like a challenge. So, you start actively looking for unique positive moments throughout the day, just so you can write them down at night. But I like to do 1, just so it's like easy mode. Regardless, it's supposed to make you happier by reframing your perception, because everything is so negative. All the news is negative, just everything in the world is negative, and you start seeing all that and you're like, man, the world is a really shitty place. And kind of is, but there's, you know, you shouldn't let it poison you, you know? So what is your guys' unique positive moment for today? For me, it's actually the fact that last night I watched the Metalocalypse finale, the Doomstar Requiem. It was like an actual Death Clock opera, which is kind of cool. Some of the tunes were really super catchy. You know, it was alright. I hadn't, you know, I'd wanted to watch it for a while, and it was okay. But I'm glad that I finally watched it. But that is my unique positive moment. Hopefully your guys is just as good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. And I hope to see you guys next time. Till then, guys, take care.